Hey everybody, it's Donna Hetzler and we're here for What's Up Wednesday. Hi everybody. So good to see you. And we got Brian with us today. It's always a pleasure to have you here and to share your wisdom with us. So thanks for being with us week after week. You just got back from Lake Powell, right?
Thanks for including me. Well, I wouldn't say just, but it's crazy that it's already been 3 weeks and
Has it been 3 weeks?
It has, and the tan's disappearing.
I was going to say the tan's still looking good. So
Well, that's the lighting.
You got all the Zoom lighting, so it's hitting you just right, all the good angles. And Denise is with us. Janessa is out on vacation this week. So
in Lake Powell.
She's in Lake Powell. Everybody's had water vacations except for me. I'm land bound right now.
Hey, it's COVID free down there.
Is it? Okay, well maybe I need to go to Lake Powell.
Absolutely. You go in the middle of the desert, I think you're pretty safe.
You're safe, but there's nothing. Well, welcome everybody. We've got some exciting news this Wednesday, and we're going to talk about things in the marketplace, buying power, quotes, all those things to inspire you. But first, I want to get started with our exciting news. We left you with a cliffhanger last week, and we're going to have 2 weeks of exciting stuff. So this week, I want to announce what we're going to be doing to share and to pour into you. And then next week, New Dawn Realty has some other news that we'd like to give to you. So just keep joining in. Thank you for your comments, your shares, your text messages. I get all these inspirational text messages and thank yous for what we're doing. And I just love how our What's Up Wednesday is growing and you're sharing it. So thank you for that. Next Wednesday, we're going to do the raffle too. Janessa will be back. And so keep pouring in, doing your comments and shares, and you will be entered into the raffle as well. So right to it today, we are super excited to announce that the New Dawn Realty team has been thinking about what we can do. Usually in the fall, we will do a client appreciation, and we haven't been able to do that because of the whole COVID thing and gathering together in big groups. Our yearly fall client appreciations are quite big, and we have food and we just have fellowship and we visit with you, and we just can't do that this year with all the regulations and the uncertainty. So we want to come to you in your house, and we are going to do some Zoom cooking courses called Cooking with Clients. Denise, actually, you came up with that. I love it. Cooking with Clients, because we're just going to bring you a bunch of information, new recipes, new ideas, and an energy into your home that will inspire you to just love your home, enjoy your kitchen, and be with your family. And so our first one is August 17th, and it'll be from 6 to 6:30. They're 30-minute Zooms, and we're going to be at Kitty Kiefer's house. We sold her a new house, a Taylor Morrison house in Sky Ranch, which is off of 470 and I-70, and we're going to encourage her neighbors to come in and join with us via Zoom. And the New Dawn Realty team will be there as Kitty Kiefer cooks something creative for you. So I'm excited to see. We'll be sharing the recipes on the website, Brian's brilliant idea, and we just have such a good team with all these ideas. So we want to invite you. Please email at newdawnrealty1@gmail.com if you are interested, and we will get you the Zoom link. You can also text me, my number. Reach out to Denise as well. And Denise, you want to give your email and info too?
I can put that on the link today.
Okay, great. Yes, so that'll be plugged in there. And I'm excited about that. So that's our first bit of news. And then we got all sorts of things going on in the marketplace. But I just want to share with you, as my clients and Denise's clients and Brian's, we always want to give opportunities, and it's all about sharing information before things even hit the market. So I just took a listing, and it's just a little east of Elizabeth. It's unincorporated Kiowa, but it's a whole development, and it's going to be 10 5-acre sites and one site that is 8 acres with a residential house, an arena, and a workshop, and it's just an incredible piece of property. It is being subdivided right now. We're waiting for final county approval, but we are going to be selling off lots. Right now, there is an opportunity for developers to purchase the whole, just about 60 acres. And so I wanted to share that with you. If you want more detail, just message me and I will get that to you. But we are super excited They are commercial, industrial, zoned properties, but you can live on the property too. So it's kind of a work from home situation, but you're not working in your home. Like you can have a home and you can have your business there on 5 acres, which is super cool. So we're going to just utilize the times and use this development to help you get where you want to be from working, not just from home, but on your property. So that's kind of cool. So then, Denise, what's stats in the marketplace? What's going on?
Well, during our meeting this morning, they gave us these stats that are, we're looking for sellers. We're so low. We're down 250 homes this week from last week.
Wow.
Yeah, the demand is so high and the supply is so low. So basically, I don't want to go into detail because I can't read my notes very well, but for sellers, we need to fill those buyers.
Yes, we need some places for buyers. I think when one of the guys in our office, Pete, does a lot of stats, and it was pretty much like 2.5 houses per buyer. Or no, sorry, I said that wrong. It was 2.5 buyers per house. There we go. My coffee's kicking in now. So, that's not enough inventory if you've got, very little homes and 2.5 buyers basically for each house. And there was another multiple offer situation for Pete's situation. And the listed price was $645. He bid $695 for his buyers, and he came in 4th place.
Wow.
So yeah, interesting times right now. Our inventory is just so low. You just got to be aggressive in the marketplace. But what we're seeing is there's still that room. Appraisals are still coming in, and we at New Dawn Realty, if we feel like you're paying way too much, I mean, you're going to pay over. Everything's expensive right now. But if you're like just way too over, we'll tell you, hold off on this particular property. We'll guide you and lead you in that process. And
Hey, Donna,
so then go ahead, Brian.
Isn't it just kind of for numbers purposes, isn't kind of in the Denver Metroplex, we have what about 8,000, or I mean, is it 8 or 9,000 units for sale right now?
We're just under 9,000.
Just under 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
last Wednesday we were a little over 9,000. We lost 250 homes just this last week, so we're now in that 8,000 range.
8,000.
And I believe about 1,700 of those are over $1 million. So really, that tightens down the.
Oh yeah, big time. And because I've heard for the size and the scope of what Denver, we're talking Denver County, Arapahoe, Adams, Douglas, Jefferson, that we need about 20,000 units for sale. That's kind of more of a healthy market. So we're not even at 50% of where we need to be health-wise.
Yeah. So if you are thinking of moving, it is a great time to be a seller and to capitalize on this time and to maybe get into something a little bit bigger. So definitely. And it was interesting, Brian, the stats that you had about your buying power. I think that would be interesting for the public to know.
Yeah, we talked to, I know we've talked about where rates are and being at historical lows, and right now being almost 7/8% lower than where they were at this time last year. Yeah, they're hanging out in the 2s. So it's crazy with where rates are at. What I've shared before is, and I'm going to do this for numbers purposes because it's a little bit easy numbers. But for a 1% change in interest rate, up or down, I don't think we're going to be going a full percent lower than where we are right now. But let's say they went 1% up. Let's go the other direction. If right now you were pre-approved on a house, say at $400,000, or you know what, let's go more of the market. Let's say you're approved at a house at $500,000. Okay, and whatever that principal and interest and taxes and insurance came out to be, if the interest rate goes up a full percent, that exact same payment now just went from at a purchase price of 400 is now down to 450. It's a 10% drop.
So from 500 to 450.
450, and now the payment at 450 is exactly the same as what the payment was at 500.
Wow.
Just because of the interest rate, and but with a full 1%. A full 1% is a huge jump. We don't see that very often. Typically, it's in an 1/8 of a percent. Eighth is kind of how it moves. So, when you have your 3%, 3.125, 3.25, 3.375, 3.5, all the way up to 4, That's it moves in eighths, and you're never going to see it go from 3 to 4 like that unless there's some sort of COVID pandemic that happens, and that happens in a day or so. But then it settles right back down.
Yes. So unless something
Absolutely
catastrophic really happens.
There we go. Yeah. Right.
Well, good. So that changes things, because I've got some buyers right now who, are a little discouraged in the marketplace because they're not getting as much home as they had hoped for. But I just keep saying money is so cheap. Get in, because we're still seeing those values, and inventory is so low. As soon as one sells, multiple offers for 40,000 over the neighbor list, and now they're higher, and you're still getting appreciation. The market's still doing well, and money is so cheap.
It's their quiet piggy bank. That's what I tell them too when they're on the side, when they're coming in for the financing. I'm like, listen, as you pay this down, you're actually creating a piggy bank in your house. It's nothing that you can touch, but you will be able to touch it someday. And when you're not paying that much money toward the interest, gosh, it's just, you got all that going toward principal. It's great.
I love that. A quiet piggy bank.
Yep.
I do.
I can picture putting that in there and did you hear that? No, it's my quiet piggy bank. The equities building. I love that. That's super cool. Well, awesome, guys. And then Brian's got our inspirational quote for us today.
Well, it was, I think, with everything that's going on, it's so true with this. But one person does not conquer Mount Everest alone. It takes a team of people working hard together to overcome many obstacles in order to achieve success.
Oh, I love that. And we have a great team here.
You have a good team here.
We have
a great team within this entire office, which is even more powerful. I don't think a lot of people understand all the experience and the knowledge that we are surrounded by here within this entire little Metro broker office here in the tech center. It's unbelievable.
Yes, we're about 200 agents, and it's one thing I tell both my buyers and sellers. I know you do too, Denise, but we have such a network and such a wealth of information that we're pitching our buyers so that we can find out about things coming on before they come on. So properties that we're getting, and how to market things, and how to best get the most for our sellers. And yes, you're right, Brian. It's just an amazing office with such experience. I believe Kay is the longest, or has the most experience.
It might be John Hauschild.
Oh, well, yeah, I think you're right.
I think it is John.
4 years in the business?
And then I think it might be Don Palmer, to be quite honest with you.
Okay.
Because those two kind of started together. If we really want to go back, I can.
You're right.
It goes back to 1970s, 1971.
Wow.
At a previous company. And they were connected with a lot of guys that went and started 2 other very successful companies here in Colorado too. So we have the Metro broker brand that was created.
Yep.
And one guy went and created a hot air balloon.
I didn't know that.
Yep. They were all together over at a company called Van Skok. And then there was the other guys that went and started that high-end company down in Cherry Creek.
Okay. I was 1 year old.
Yeah.
1971. So I'm feeling young again.
Yep. But it doesn't matter. They're all, the wealth of knowledge is unbelievable, and and being able to share ideas with everybody. It's as just being lucky enough to be a lender, to be inside and surrounded by these people from this older generation to even, to the middle age, to the newer generation, and watch how everybody wants to help one another.
Yep.
It's unbelievable to watch it from the lending side, because they truly do care about everybody as a team, because that's what it takes. I mean, they say it takes a village to raise a child nowadays, which is so true.
Yes.
But, it takes a team to get these things accomplished, but it's not just you working for your buyer. It's the seller and the selling agent working synergistically with the buyer agent and the title and lending to make it all come together. So it takes a team.
It does take a team, and we've got a good team. And although you'll never find me trying to challenge myself climbing Mount Everest,
right? I
will climb the Mount Everest of our transactions for you. But I am a big baby in the cold, so.
Right.
Brian,
Metaphorically speaking.
If you get any ideas about hiking, you might want to ask Janessa. She's.
Right.
How about you, Denise? Are you you don't like the cold either, so.
I don't like the cold, but I grew up in the mountains. I went every weekend hiking, fishing, snowmobiling, inner tubing. I love it. It's in my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as I have my hand warmers for snowmobiling, I'm good. I got to stay warm, but we digress. So anyways, guys, thanks for joining us for What's Up Wednesday. So that's all about buying power, subdivisions in Elizabeth/Kiowa, and our new upcoming Cooking with Clients. So don't miss that on August 17th. Always great to be in your presence, both of you and our audience as well. So we will see you next week with some more news. And if you need any refinances, lending, pre-qual, get with Brian. He is awesome. He's always readily available, even out in Lake Powell. He might not take your call, but he'll return your text. So
That's right.
anyways, guys, have a great week, and we will see you next Wednesday on What's Up Wednesday.
Thanks,
Take
everybody.
care, everybody.
Thanks.